Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our quest to defeat the Sorcerer King, and the end is possibly nigh. All we have left to do is to slog through the Sorcerer King's domain, get to his citadel, which we can see is glowing away right here, and then we can challenge him. And I think we've got the army to do it. I think we're in the good position to be able to sort this out, and by the time we get there, we should also be able to, well, we will have healed the units that need to be healed. I'm going to bring this army down. We're going to start trying to clear the way. I'm protecting our little scout here. This ship... yeah, well, I suppose we can go and settle the city, can't we? Nothing wrong with that. Why not? And naturally, I think we're going to settle that one right there. Kieran's Hold, the last city of the game, quite possibly, has just been settled. And that is marvellous. So what we're going to do, we're just going to let you get to work on a garden and a work camp. That'll be that. And we'll just get this other settler onto this particular landmass. Because quite frankly, we don't really need him at all. So, do we want him to do anything? Not really. We'll just put him in Kieran's Hold. We'll have the ship guard. And that's this turn done. Chaos has been researched. Right, what do we need here? Okay, and I think we're actually going to take Summon Wisp for that nice AoE heal that I was actually lacking in one of the games. And this army here, Spells and Cloudwalk. Let's get them over into the fight. Up in the Sorcerer King's face. That's where we really need them to be. Unfortunately, you know what? It would actually be better if I had them coming down from here. So we'll have to do something about this. It's time for a little bit of terraforming. We shall lower the land. That should allow us to get through if we just lower this one tile here. I don't really care about enemies that happen to... no, I would like to set my army. Thank you very much. I don't really care about enemies that might be glitched out on the map, so we'll just auto-resolve as many battles as we can. And let's just level up some more units at the same time. Though, I tell you what though, I am actually going to be incredibly cheeky. I'm just going to make sure that these enemies don't sort of get behind me. I'm not entirely sure if Raised Land is supposed to, it's supposed to need 2 casts. I mean, it kind of makes sense from a balancing point of view, but it does seem a bit pointless, really. What have we got here? We'll auto-resolve this. We have a lot of crap coming up. Look at the amount of Sorcerer King forces. He is incredibly pissed off. Who'd have thunk it? Take drain life, don't really mind. Look at this! This is nuts! So yeah, in actual fact, it really is the better thing to be going this particular way. I'm still trying to do this quest with the Paradenians, if I'm perfectly honest. Because I don't think there are any armies that... I mean, this army could be a problem here. But most of these guys, I don't actually care about a damn. And they're just going to throw themselves at my defences, at my towers, and that'll be that, really. Okay, let us progress into the Sorcerer King's realm. I'm not going to go after these inns at this point. That part of the game has gone. You know, we are well and truly past that right now. So I'll just advance a little bit further. If it looks like it's going to take an age... ah! Okay, so I think we just built a building that allowed us to get rid of a load of the Sorcerer King threat. Yeah, we should be able to kill off these guys before anything really nasty happens. And if it looks like it's going to take me too long to get to the Sorcerer King, Corrupted Scion's army, then I'm going to have to battle this one because I don't want my units to take unnecessary damage. In fact, I do need to heal some units, and I've only just found that out, which is actually very disturbing. I would have thought they would have healed faster than that. So we're going to summon a Wisp around here. And who is going to be annoying me today? That's the question. We'll just deal with that guy there. Nice and easy. A little bit of the old AoE damage. There goes the wolf. Yes, I get the feeling that we don't really care about this Scion's army all that much, if I'm perfectly fair. The almighty flame breath, because... oh, frenzy, what was that again? Yeah, very nice indeed. So anyway, Fire Breath. To be honest, if you use Frenzy, you probably get another turn pretty much immediately with that much of a boost. But when's the Wisp coming up? I'm just going to use the Wisp as a heal right now. I'm not going to give too much thought to it. So we'll just pass a few turns. He's doing Fear. I couldn't care less. And the Wisp. Actually, we're going to do a Sovereign Cast. We're going to do a Restore on our Sentinels here. Oh, that's such a Gyot. So here's the Wisp. My mistake. And then we're going to do Healing Light, which will just heal everybody for a nice juicy amount. And in fact, we'll do another Restore on this group of Sentinels right here. We can't actually get to him, but that's fine because we're going to blink him right now anyway. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Excellent. Oh, another Corrupted Scions army. Oy vey. Okay, guys, so this is probably going to be a shorter episode. I'm going to get my army up to the Sorcerer King. In fact, I'll tell you what, we'll wait to the 10-minute mark. We'll just see what we could do, right? You know, there's no problem with that. Yeah, get to take a free move when you land a critical hit. May as well. Idle cities. I'll tell you what, Athica, produce magic. I'm afraid I really don't care about you right now. You know, we are in the end game at this point, and that's where I pretty much want to be. I'm not even entirely sure, if I'm perfectly honest, I'm not even entirely sure if I want to actually do this quest. It's more time wasted, really. Yeah, I'm going to have to bash through these Corrupted Scions armies here. So, okay, I'm going to get to this fight. I'm not going to lose any units doing so, we hope. It's a bit more powerful. Oh, this is a bit more powerful. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do a little cut in the video here. I will get through this place, and then we'll resume after I have defeated them all. Okay? Okay, I'll catch you guys in a moment. Welcome back, guys. So those little fights there have now been sorted out. It was a glorious battle, but easy. Yeah, I'm seriously starting to feel the power of our units. I say, forgive me if you wanted to see that, but I think it's really important that this episode, that the Sorcerer King is thwarted. It just feels like the time. Have you done it? Have you retrieved the scrolls from those villains? I have. Here you go. These are exactly the scrolls we were looking for. So much knowledge restored. We trust you put those villains to the sword for daring to keep these away from us. You said you didn't care what happened to them. You have the scrolls. Be happy, Paradenian. You leave the mages behind. Right, so I'm pretty much going to ignore Peregrine the Ranger and his army at the moment. We're just going to slog through this evil landscape here and try and work our way to the Sorcerer King. It's going to be tricky. Looks like we're in a sort of a forested area. We'll auto resolve that. That's fine. You desire a trade. Let's see what you have then. Yep, fine. Papyrus scrolls. Not gonna complain about that. We've got Drain Life. What do we want? I think. Oh, we'll just get slow. Peregrine the Ranger is under attack. Don't care. Quite frankly, don't care. Yeah, don't care. Okie dokie. Right, we got another Twisted Magi's army. So now where's the route in to the Sorcerer King's lair? That's another excellent question. It looks like it's going to be all the way down here, so that's where we shall go.
Relias was a formidable opponent. Now, since it appears you wish to test your strength against mine, let me give you a taste of my full might. I have sent an army of some of my most lethal minions on a mission to destroy your cities. They're somewhere out there. Good luck finding them in time.
I will destroy them, or I will destroy you first. Ray Skellybob, why not? Auto resolve. He's really, yeah, I think he's scared. I think he's scared, guys. He's really trying to, you know, he's really trying to stall here. So where's this horrendous army of yours, Sorcerer King? How are you trying to stall me out this time? Wow, an army in a place where it can't even move. Clap, 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 clap. That does deserve a golf clap. It really does. Right. So what are we gonna do? I quite like Clairvoyance 3, honestly. Yep, I think we're going to get Clairvoyance. More spellcast right now would be great. Don't care about you guys. Have a Bound Trog. Let's kill the Bound Trog. And we'll keep going towards the gates of the Sorcerer King's city. Or his citadel. And our fame speaks to the people. Okay, that's great. God, we're getting through this research fast now. We'll actually take equal odds. It might be useful, you never know. Shard destroyed. Oh, I did not know there was a shard there that was actually still up. So that's quite fascinating. Tell you what, you guys are just going to guard. That's nice. Here we are, guys. A massive gate wrought in black steel blocks the path leading to the Sorcerer King's stronghold. Strange runes carved in the gate warn that the lock can only be removed with one of the shadow keys carried by the lieutenants of the Sorcerer King. The runes also note that the lieutenants are busy right now, laying waste to all of man. I have the key right here. The key slides in easily and clicks with a satisfying clink sound. We shall open the gate. The gate swings open. The Sorcerer King awaits. You will only have one shot at this. Do not approach any further until you have an army which can defeat the Sorcerer King and end his reign of terror. Well, I think we have that army, but just to be on the safe side, let's see if we got any consumable items that we haven't used. Right, we do. That's just one or two. Just one or two, okay. So Varda the Slayer is going to have her hit point maximum increased, because every little helps at this point. Plus 50 XP. Now, who are we going to give that to? That is a really fine question. We could give it to the Sentinels here. They would actually benefit from it. Or these, or yeah, we could give one to each Sentinel. One to our Cleric would actually be really good. Yeah, I think one to our level 6 Sentinel. And one to our Cleric. Sounds like a decent idea to me. And the Iru Elixir. Giot, you've always been a little bit starved. Now, what can we do for Giot? Because Giot is in a bit of a situation where he does very much get his arse handed to him. In fact, I've also just realised, I believe Varda the Slayer might still be using the Sun Shield, Shield of Summer, and the Enchanted Rusty Shield? Yeah, the Elemental Resist. It's not exactly Spell Resist. Or the Enchanted Shield of the Sentinel. I think that's what we're going to be equipping to Varda the Slayer there. Now then... Oh, the Tower Shield. Nah. We need to do something to keep Giot a little bit a tiny bit more alive. So what do we do? Can we craft anything for him? Because the first Sorcerer King spell that comes in is probably going to fell him. Which is not exactly something that we want. We could give him more defense. Though I've never been quite clear on whether or not you need spell resist or defense to block incoming damage from a spell. I mean, spell resist makes sense, but I'm thinking spell resist is just the chance to actually, basically take half damage, resist the spell. In D&D terms, to make your saving throw. But it doesn't look like... No. It doesn't look like that's really an option. We've only got 139 mana. I'll craft him a couple of rings of defense, see if that actually helps, but apart from that, I think he might be a little bit on his own right now. We could try and do a little bit more of the old enchantments. Where is he? Giot, there we are. Plate Quirus. What can we do? Or Curus. What can we do with this? We could try for some spell resist, I suppose. Why not? We've got plenty of diamonds. Why not load up with Giot on the spell resist? Yeah. Okay, we'll just see whether or not this keeps him alive from any incoming magical damage. And we'll also equip him with those rings of defense. Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. This is going to be it. Next turn, we're going to move in. Shard attack. Which shard? Not that it really matters to me now, but Oh, you actually did manage to get in there. Ah, you slow me down, game. You slow me down. We'll get Summon Imp, and if we need to use Summon Imp, something's gone wrong at this point, so... Guys, it's been a pleasure. Let's try and finally fell the Sorcerer King. You have reached the Sorcerer King's fortress.
So, the Holy Woman has finally reached me. When you crept out of your dusty temple and seized power of Attica, never did I expect this to be the outcome. I have permitted your rule, so incompetent was the last holder of that office. But now you force me to destroy you, fool.
Compassionate choice. You have devastated the people of this world, and for that, you must pay.
The famous compassion of the Order of Anthuane. Has it strengthened you, Paydar, or sapped you of precious resources? The effort you wasted on those weaklings shall be your undoing.
You're wrong, Mirdoth. Caring for my people has only made us stronger.
Your words are truer than even you suspected. Having seen who you are and what you stand for, the nerve of each and every one of your soldiers hardens. They will fight harder and stronger in this final battle, as will you.
Okay. We have a mighty force. Gyot has been blinded. We have... Oh, yes, and immediately Gyot is in trouble. In serious trouble. We can't actually save him. But that was a horrible blow. So the Sorcerer King, 400 HP. Accuracy 90, spell resist 25. Initiative 163. He's going first, whatever happens. Wow. Okay, so we have Urin the Malicious, a little familiar, I suspect, of the Sorcerer King. We'll push up Keplin and cast a Vulnerability. And we will also cast Arcane Spread. Bloody hell. That works. That works very well. Unfortunately, Gyot. I didn't actually use my my Sovereign cast. What a fool I was. Gyot has been felled before the might of the Sorcerer King because of my stupidity. Right, can we do any damage? Yes, we could take one of these wolves down, I believe. These Warg Riders, except we've missed. That's not a good thing. We also must be wary of this Green Drake. Now, we are going to summon the might of the Wisp. We are going to need that AoE healing. And we're going to get in here with a Bless for our units. Now, I do think that we are easily strong enough to overcome this challenge. It just seems like... However, the Sorcerer King's Fireball resisted. What a champion. Now, the question is, do we go straight after the Sorcerer King? Or do we pounce in on these units here? I think we're going to pounce. I think we're going to pounce, guys. Good luck. Good luck, Varda the Slayer. Right, and now we have our Sentinel, Destiny Sentinel coming in to do the damage. That might not be a fantastic place with this Umberdroth right here, but hopefully we're going to get in here first. It looks like we are. That's very fortuitous. We are going to cast Curse, get rid of this Umberdroth's defense, and smite it down. Right, you have a defense of 15, which isn't amazing, but at the same time this could hurt, so... Lifesteal, don't really care too much about that. Jeez, my cleric is in some serious trouble. In fact, our cleric has fallen. Look at that critical damage, 130 damage on our sentinels right there. Alright, the Wisp is up next. That's probably a very, very good thing. What are we going to do with this guy? The Wisp is going to float over here and use Healing Light. Give our units the buff that they really, really need right now. And we're going to summon an Ice Elemental and see if Mirdoth is actually frozen by it. If he is, then that's great for us. Excellent stuff. And now that gives us a little bit more breathing room. We'll try and beat down this dragon. He's in a bit of a... This is a dangerous thing for us to be facing right about now. What can you do? You're going to take him down. Hopefully, they'll take that truck down when you do. Great stuff, Keflin. You are a sir and a champion, as always. Who's next? Mirdoth is coming up after this. And who's going before the dragon? So we're going to use Thunderstrike and blitz ourselves down next to Mirdoth. Burning Shadow. Deals a fair bit of damage. And our Ice Elemental has fallen. However, the Drake has also been felled. We are going to cast Heal. Get our Sentinels up to strength, and we shall go and lay the smackdown on Mirdoth. Oh. Clearly, he does not wield the power over the crystals that I do. Which, let's face it, I'm not going to complain about at all. How much defense does Mirdoth actually have? 39. You know what? Time for a curse. And an arcane missile. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that this fight may well be in the bag here. We shall show him a small display of our power. But he did resist. Of course, he does have the spell resist. The Wisp is destroyed. Where are you going, Mirdoth? Oh. How much damage are we going to do per swing? Now, we do have Maul, but we only have a hit chance of 65%. Do I have anything that can increase Varda's accuracy right now? Do I have anything that can increase it? Doesn't look like it, does it? Well, no matter. We shall equip Varda with the Death Lash. And we'll take down the Sorcerer King. The Maul didn't quite work. Never mind. Varda seems to be getting another attack, so I'm not going to complain. We're going to go with the Fire Breath. And it looks like the battle is definitely ours. Spellcaster falls. Another victim of Mirdoth's savage rule. I think this is the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Keflin is nearly down. We shall heal him to the best of our ability. And if we're lucky, we shall go in for the final swing. How about you, Sorcerer King? Your rule is ended. Ladies and gentlemen, at the cost of our Magician, our Sentinel, Giot the Marksman, and the Cleric, Mirdoth has fallen.
From the ruins of the kingdoms and empires, a new army was forged. The Sorcerer King was defeated. The darkness pushed back. In the end, you stood over Mirdoth, now a broken old man. The Bane's hold over him gone. The Bane itself begged you to wield it, to become its new instrument. But you resisted and hid it within the depths of the earth, out of reach for all time.
At incredible cost, the fight is over. The Sorcerer King has fallen, and with him the threat to the world of man. His minions, no longer bound by his sinister energy, scatter to the dark crevices of the earth, and will threaten the world no longer. You and your brave soldiers return to your homes, where you will begin laying foundation for a new age of prosperity. Victory. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like some of the games here. Though that seems to... I don't see all my games on here, which is a bit weird. At all. Anyway, whatever. Ranked Sovereign of the Realms. So there we have it. We have all our metadata here. Not entirely sure... That's magic income to Doomsday, that's fair enough. I suppose we could see how we did on the Meta Realm. I've never really done anything with this before, but whatever. We shall click done. And that is the game. That is the game. So I must admit, I feel that the battles with the Lieutenants are probably more of a threat, or more compelling, I think, than the battle with the Sorcerer King. But Mirdoth does lie defeated. And Elemental, or at least this version of Elemental, is now safe. For now. No doubt there will be more terrors and more horrors that will come along in the future and, you know, threaten the sanctity of the world, but we are the victors. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been ChromeDrake. Thank you very much indeed for following this series through. This is not the end of Sorcerer King. This is merely a pause in the proceedings as we move on to some other things for the time being. I might just do a video series of Age of Wonders 3, which is another 4X strategy game of a fantasy vein that's very close to my heart. I absolutely adore it. So look out for that in the future. I'd also like to bring in 4X games, I'd love to bring Galciv 3 to the table, because they've done some amazing updates on Galciv 3 and I really want to actually experience those and sort of show you guys as well. However, that means that I really, before I'm comfortable doing a Let's Play, I need to kind of relearn the game, because it's been a long time since I've played, and so much has changed that I wouldn't be able to give you a proper showing at this moment. So that'll be my goal, a personal one, to actually get into that. And in February, if all things go well in February, we will have Stellaris from Paradox Studios. It's a game I'm very, very excited about. So that's Stellaris from Paradox. If you haven't heard of it, do go and have a look at some of the screenshots, some of the media, and especially some of the developer diaries that you will find on the Paradox forums. It's incredibly interesting stuff. However, for now, if you enjoy this series, please leave me a comment. Please like the video, and if you're feeling like it, please subscribe. That would mean the world to me. And we will have to see where all this goes. So until next time, guys, great health, good gaming, and catch you on the next one. Goodbye for now.